Have you ever sat down to meditate with a sincere desire to find peace, only to discover that your mind becomes even louder than before? You close your eyes, take a deep breath, and instead of silence, hundreds of thoughts begin to appear. You remember unfinished work, old conversations, painful memories, worries about the future, and things you thought you had forgotten long ago. After a few minutes, frustration begins to grow. You wonder, why can't I meditate like other people? Why does my mind refuse to become quiet? If you have ever felt this way, please know that you are not alone. Millions of sincere seekers experience the same struggle. The truth is, the problem is not that your mind is broken, and it certainly does not mean you are incapable of meditation. In fact, this very struggle is often the first step on the spiritual path. Paramahansa Yogananda lovingly taught that peace is not something we create through force or willpower. Peace is already present within us, just as the sun continues to shine even when dark clouds cover the sky. Our restless thoughts are like those clouds. They may hide our inner peace for a while, but they can never destroy it. The purpose of meditation is not to fight your thoughts or force your mind into silence. It is to gently remove the clouds so the light that has always been inside you can shine once again. In this video, I will share simple yet powerful meditation tips and practical techniques inspired by the timeless wisdom of Paramahansa Yogananda. These methods have helped countless people transform restlessness into calm, confusion into clarity, and ordinary moments into deeply spiritual experiences. So, find a comfortable place, take a slow, gentle breath, open your heart, and let us begin this beautiful journey inward together. One of the biggest misunderstandings about meditation is the belief that we must completely stop our thoughts before we can experience peace. Many people sit down to meditate and immediately begin fighting with their own minds. The moment a thought appears, they become disappointed. Another thought comes, and they feel they are failing. After a few days, they convince themselves that meditation simply does not work for them. But this hidden belief creates the very struggle they are trying to escape. Imagine standing beside a peaceful lake and trying to make its surface perfectly still by pushing the water with your hands. The harder you try, the more waves you create. The human mind behaves in exactly the same way. The more we force it into silence, the more restless it becomes. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that our true nature is already calm, joyful, and deeply peaceful. It is not the soul that is restless, it is only the surface of the mind, disturbed by years of habits, emotions, worries, and constant stimulation from the outside world. Meditation is not about defeating the mind. It is about understanding it with patience and compassion. Think of a loving parent watching a small child who is excited and unable to sit still. The parent does not become angry or punish the child for having energy. Instead, they gently guide the child with kindness until calmness naturally returns. Your mind deserves the same gentle approach. Every time you notice that your attention has wandered, do not criticize yourself. Simply smile inwardly and bring your awareness back to your breath or your point of focus. That gentle return is not a mistake, it is the practice itself. Each time you come back with patience instead of frustration, you strengthen your inner awareness, and slowly, without force, your mind begins to discover the peace that has always been waiting within. Have you ever wondered why your mind feels so restless the moment you try to meditate? The answer is simpler than most people realize. Throughout the day, your attention is constantly pulled in countless different directions. From the moment you wake up, your mind is occupied with messages, social media, work responsibilities, family concerns, endless decisions, and worries about the future. Without noticing it, your life energy keeps flowing outward toward the world. Paramahansa Yogananda often taught that where attention goes, energy follows. If your attention has been scattered all day, it is only natural that your mind does not become quiet the instant you close your eyes. Meditation is not like flipping a switch. It is more like allowing muddy water to settle until it becomes clear again. This is why preparation is just as important as meditation itself. One simple practice is to create a small, peaceful space that you use only for meditation. It does not have to be a special room. Even a quiet corner with a clean cushion, a candle, a flower, or a picture that inspires devotion can become a sacred place. When you return to the same spot every day, your mind gradually begins to associate that place with calmness and inner silence. Another powerful habit is to meditate at the same time each day, especially during the early morning when the world is still quiet and your mind is less burdened by daily activity. Even 10 or 15 minutes of sincere meditation every day is far more beneficial than meditating for an hour only once in a while. Spiritual growth does not come from intensity alone, it comes from consistency. Every peaceful session, no matter how short, becomes another gentle step toward a quieter mind, a more open heart, and a deeper connection with the divine presence that has always lived within you. Many people ask, why does meditation seem so natural for some people while it feels so difficult for me? The answer often lies not in your ability, but in the habits your mind has developed over many years. Every thought you repeat, every emotion you hold on to, and every reaction you practice leaves a subtle impression within your consciousness. In spiritual traditions, these impressions are often called inner patterns or sanskars. They quietly shape the way we think, feel, and respond to life, even without our awareness. If we have spent years worrying, the mind learns to worry automatically. If we have spent years reacting with fear, anger, or constant distraction, those habits become deeply rooted. This is why meditation may feel challenging at first. You are not only sitting in silence, you are gently retraining a mind that has been conditioned for years. But here is the beautiful truth that Paramahansa Yogananda shared with seekers: every sincere meditation creates new impressions of peace. Each time you sit quietly, even if your mind wanders 100 times, you are planting seeds of calmness that slowly begin to replace old habits of restlessness. One of the most powerful tools for this transformation is your breath. The breath is the bridge between the body, the mind, and the soul. When the breath is fast and uneven, the mind is usually restless. As the breath naturally becomes slower and gentler, the mind also begins to settle. Instead of trying to control your breathing, simply observe it with quiet awareness. Feel the cool air as it enters your nose and the warm air as it leaves. If your attention drifts away, gently count each complete breath from 1 to 10 and then begin again. If you lose count, do not become frustrated. Simply return with kindness. Every gentle return is a victory. Over time, these small moments of awareness become a powerful force, transforming not only your meditation but also the way you live, think, and experience every moment of your life. One of the biggest mistakes people make on the spiritual path is believing that meditation is successful only when they experience something extraordinary. Many beginners expect to see bright lights, hear mystical sounds, feel overwhelming bliss, or have powerful spiritual visions. When these experiences do not happen, they begin to doubt themselves and wonder if they are doing something wrong. But Paramahansa Yogananda reminded seekers that true spiritual growth is often quiet, gentle, and almost invisible in the beginning. The real signs of progress are not always found during meditation itself, but in the way you live after you open your eyes. You may notice that situations which once made you angry no longer affect you as deeply. You become more patient with your family, more compassionate towards strangers, and more forgiving of people who have hurt you. You begin to react less and understand more. Your sleep becomes more peaceful, your decisions become clearer, and you find yourself appreciating simple moments that you once overlooked. You may even discover that silence no longer feels uncomfortable but becomes a place where your heart feels at home. These quiet changes are powerful signs that meditation is transforming you from within. To support this inner transformation, remember to care for your body as well. Sit comfortably with your spine naturally straight, allowing your chest to remain open and your shoulders relaxed. Let your hands rest gently, and soften your jaw and facial muscles so there is no unnecessary tension. A relaxed yet alert posture helps the mind remain awake without becoming restless. Most importantly, never meditate with the expectation of achieving a particular experience. Some days your meditation will feel deep and peaceful, while other days your mind may seem busy from beginning to end. Both experiences are part of the journey. Do not measure your progress by what you feel in a single session. Measure it by the kindness in your words, the peace in your heart, and the wisdom with which you respond to life's challenges. That is where the true fruits of meditation begin to blossom. Now that we understand what meditation truly is, the next question becomes, how can we make our daily practice deeper, more peaceful, and more meaningful? The answer is not found in complicated techniques but in simple habits practiced with sincerity and love. Paramahansa Yogananda often emphasized that meditation begins long before we close our eyes. It begins with the attitude we bring into the moment. Before you start, take a few seconds to express gratitude. Silently thank God, the universe, or the divine for giving you another opportunity to turn inward. Gratitude immediately softens the heart and prepares the mind for stillness. Next, gently relax your body from head to toe. Release the tension from your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, and your stomach. A tense body creates a restless mind, while a relaxed body invites inner calm. As you settle into your meditation, allow your attention to rest naturally on your breath or, if it feels comfortable, gently focus your awareness on the point between your eyebrows, often called the spiritual eye in Yogananda's teachings. Do not strain or force your concentration. Simply rest your awareness there with ease. If thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds drifting across a clear sky, and gently return your attention without judgment. You may also repeat a simple affirmation or prayer such as, I am peaceful, I am filled with divine light, or God is with me. Repeat the words slowly, not only with your mind but with your heart, allowing their meaning to become a living experience within you. Finally, when your meditation comes to an end, resist the urge to immediately reach for your phone or rush into your daily activities. Sit quietly for another minute or two and allow the peace you have touched to settle deeply into your consciousness. Carry that peace with you as you move through your day. Remember, the true purpose of meditation is not simply to feel calm while sitting with closed eyes. Its real purpose is to help you live every conversation, every challenge, and every ordinary moment with greater awareness, compassion, wisdom, and inner peace. That is when meditation becomes not just a daily practice, but a beautiful way of life. As we come to the end of this journey, let us remember the most important truth that Paramahansa Yogananda lovingly shared with the world. You are not your restless thoughts, your fears, your emotions, or the endless noise of the mind. These are only temporary waves moving across the surface of your consciousness. Deep within you is a place that has never been disturbed by anxiety, disappointment, or confusion. Imagine standing beside the vast ocean during a storm. The waves may rise high, the wind may roar, and the surface may appear wild and chaotic. But far beneath the surface, the ocean remains calm, silent, and undisturbed. Your soul is exactly like that. Life may bring challenges, loss, uncertainty, and moments of pain, but your deepest self remains untouched by all of them. Meditation is the sacred journey of returning to that peaceful center again and again. It is not about escaping the world or avoiding life's responsibilities. It is about discovering the quiet strength within you that allows you to face every situation with wisdom, courage, and love. Some days your meditation will feel effortless, while other days it may seem difficult and filled with distractions. Do not let those difficult days discourage you. Every time you choose to sit in silence, every time you gently bring your attention back to your breath, and every time you refuse to give up on your inner journey, you are moving closer to your true nature. Spiritual growth is rarely sudden. It unfolds slowly, like a seed growing beneath the earth long before anyone can see the first green leaf. Trust the process, even when you cannot see immediate results. One day, you will look back and realize that meditation did not simply change a few moments of your day, it changed the way you think, the way you speak, the way you love, and the way you experience life itself. The greatest gift of meditation is not extraordinary visions or mystical experiences. Its greatest gift is the quiet realization that the peace you have been searching for has never existed somewhere outside you. It has always lived within your own heart, patiently waiting for you to become still enough to recognize it. And the moment you discover that truth, you realize that your journey was never about becoming someone new. It was about remembering who you have always been. Thank you so much for spending these peaceful moments with me today. I truly hope that the wisdom and meditation practices shared in this video have brought a little more clarity, calmness, and hope into your heart. Always remember that meditation is not about becoming perfect. It is about returning to yourself with patience, kindness, and love, one breath at a time. Some days your practice will feel deep and peaceful, while other days your mind may seem restless, and that is perfectly okay. Do not judge your progress by a single meditation session. Instead, notice how your heart becomes softer, your reactions become gentler, and your life slowly fills with more peace and awareness. That is where the real transformation begins. If this video touched your heart or helped you in any way, I would love to hear from you. Please take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me, what is the biggest challenge you face in meditation, or what practice has helped you the most? Your experience may inspire and encourage someone else who is walking the same spiritual path. I also have a special question for you. What topic would you like me to explore in the next video? Is there a spiritual question, a meditation technique, a teaching of Paramahansa Yogananda, or a life challenge that you would like us to reflect on together? Leave your suggestions in the comments, because this channel is a shared journey, and your ideas help shape the content we create together. If you found value in today's video, please consider subscribing to the channel and gently sharing this video with your friends and family who may also be searching for inner peace. Together, we can build a community where hearts are uplifted, minds become calmer, and souls are inspired to awaken. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with wisdom, your heart be filled with love, and your soul be filled with lasting peace.